Our cases involve power abuse by police officers and government officials. Cases involve police shootings, excessive force, false arrest, police corruption, sexual assault by police officers, and prison and jail abuse.
Well, I think Sarah, her background, she's great at research and writing, and she really believes in what she's doing, and when she gets a case and she believes in it, she doesn't let go. I want to fight for justice for my client, and she won't let it go until we get that.
Now this guy, Daryl York, he was a cop and he is tough. He has amazing street smarts. He knows what it's like to be out on the street. He knows what's a good cop, what's a bad cop, and he's a trial lawyer. He's extremely savvy in court.
Why should clients come to your firm?
Because between the two of us, we have every angle covered.
My police background brings a unique perspective to these cases. So with that, we kind of weed out the good from the bad. And then once we realize it's a good case, then we move forward on it. Sarah's a phenomenal writer, so I kind of give her kudos for that. I'm the trial lawyer, but as a team, I think we work fantastic together, and that's why.
Civil rights law is really important because it keeps us free and it keeps us equal. And every time we do one of these cases, we hope to get a good outcome and justice for a particular client who has been abused by people in power, but we also hope that that will have a deterrent effect on how police officers and law enforcement interact with people, and hopefully eliminate or reduce the kinds of police brutality we see now on a daily basis.
Online, you can just go to York and Garvey. It's policebrutality.lawyers.com.
CaliforniaPoliceBrutalityLawyers.com.
That's the one.
You could Google either of us, or you could just link to us from Trial Funder.
Thank you.
And call our toll-free number, 866-908-2121. And you have to ask yourself this question: why is it that the majority of these police unions do not want video cameras in their car or body cams? They're fighting it tooth and nail. I know this for a fact. They're also disabling the cameras. I know this for a fact. They're going into the trunks, they're disabling the hard drive systems because they don't want to be caught on video. I'm sorry, if I was a cop, I would love to have a video camera with me the whole time. I used to carry around a little micro recorder with me. And when I had a contact that was getting a little weird on me, I would turn that on because I wanted to record it. Why is it they don't want that? They don't want it captured on video. I don't understand it, but they're fighting it. CHP, they install them in their cars, but their union fought tooth and nail. They have their system that they purchased from WatchGuard Video has a capability to track them on a GPS system. Guess what? They disabled the system. They paid for it because we don't want you to know where we're at. So it's just mind-boggling to me. But there's a reason why. Because they don't want to be watched, and they should be watched. A body camera cannot be useful if it's being disabled. Bottom line. So what's the point of it? But if they have it on and they're using it and can capture things, it's great. I mean, I'm not saying all police are bad. Matter of fact, there's a lot of good cops. I worked with a lot of good officers. Here's a case in point, and this just came out in the media last week. Some actress was complaining that her son was stopped by the Glendale police, and he was racially profiled, and he was abused, and she made all these allegations, and she came out, and it was on the media, public. Well, guess what? They had a video camera. It was captured. Everything was captured on video camera. The officer did nothing wrong.
He was pretty nice.
He was extremely nice to this kid. They even gave him a break. You know what? That video camera saved a lot of aggravation to the department. And now she made a public apology. Okay? So why would you not want a video camera? I don't understand it. I don't get it. But if you're a dirty cop, then I know why.
We deal with this problem in a lot of our cases. There's often a video. For example, if it's a video that's in the custody of the officers, like a jail or a dash cam video, it's not from a citizen on the street, and it's very difficult for us to access those videos. And a lot of times they disappear, they come incomplete. So it's really going to be helpful if we do more putting cameras out there, body cameras, but it's also we need to work on making sure that all of that footage is preserved and available to be used in courts of public opinion and courts of law.
Right.
Some of these apps, they transfer the data immediately to the cloud. That's a wonderful idea because nobody can interfere with that. Once that data is taken, that footage is there, it's secure. It can't be contaminated because it's in the hands of the people who don't want the footage seen.
Right, and this body cam thing, this movement came about because of Ferguson. I think you all know that. President Obama was saying, why don't they have body cameras? And so now there's federal funding for body cams, and I know individuals who are selling the products out there are getting flooded with calls because the departments want the body cams. However, you're having these unions, like I said, they're fighting them, they don't want them, and the officers will do what they can to disable them, at least certain officers. But I think if they all have them on there and they follow their policy, because, for example, CHP policy dictates that whenever they have a contact, they're supposed to activate it. However, you're getting a lot of cases where they don't activate it, or they'll actually turn it off. And unless you have the software from the vendor, you don't know if they turn it off. And you can see, but I have the software, and you can see they manually turn off the microphone. They can't turn off the video camera unless they disable it from the trunk, but they don't want to hear what's being said. You know what? Let's be transparent. I mean, they're getting paid a good salary for what they do. Yeah, it's a risky job, but for the most part, you know, they went into that field to protect and to serve, not to shoot and beat, you know, without justification.
And conceal.
And conceal. So.
Cops can be the good guys.
They can.
They should be the good guys. And I think we all really look at those type of police officers with enormous amount of respect. Go out and participate in justice. Make the world a better place.